Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, good morning. Let me introduce myself. My name is Aurora Nesya, also my partner Farah Nurul. So today we will presentation about inventory planning and control. So let's start it. Number 1 is planning. A plan is a predetermined realistic step. The plan contains details of activities to achieve goals. Plan should define assessment criteria and measurement standards and provide opportunities for creativity and flexibility. In planning, we must take into account various conditions that occur in the company. Planning must also be interconnected to improve profitability. Planning determines in advance what must be done, how it should be implemented, when and how alternatives to achieve goals, including the costs that will occur, must also be measured. And next, to plan the amount of inventory, it is necessary to consider the following variable costs. Number 1, holding cost or carrying cost, which consists of costs that pair directly with the quantity of inventory. Example, finance costs, physical calculation costs, inventory insurance costs. Number 2, ordering costs or procurement costs. These costs include order processing and shipping costs, wages, phone charges, etc. Number 3, cost of preparation or manufacturing or setup costs. This happens when the material are not purchased but are produced by the company themselves. The company pays storage costs to produce certain components. This cost consists of the cost of idle machine, direct labor preparation costs, scheduling fee, etc. And number 2, the cost of running out or shortage of material or shortage costs. The cost of running out or shortage of materials or shortage costs are costs incurred when supplies are not sufficient for material demand. The costs that include the cost of shortages of materials are as follows: A. Lost sales, B. Lost customers, and C. Special booking fee. Number 3 is controlling. Control includes steps taken by management to increase the likelihood of achieving the goals that have been set in the planning stage and also to ensure that all parts of the organization function according to organization goals. Control according to the Wilson W. Wilson Law 1995 is the process to ensure efficient action to achieve organizational goals. This control includes number 1, setting goals and standards, number 2, comparing results with goals and standards, number 3, encouraging success and correcting deficiencies. Internal control is also number 1, preventive or prevention. Preventive controls are designed to prevent errors or recurring errors. Number 2, detective, intended to detect errors or mistakes that have occurred. Number 3, increase efficiency by implementing policies and procedures to make possible improvement. An internal control system is part of management control system. Management control systems include the administrative control such as budget for planning and operating control, and accounting control such as internal control procedures regarding the separation of debts of persons who account for cash from debts of persons with access to record account receivable. And next is inventory recording system and valuation method. Inventory recording system and valuation method. There is number 1, inventory recording system, number 2, inventory valuation method, and number 3, the moving average method. And next is inventory recording system and valuation method. In the calculation of inventory, there are two inventory recording systems, including number 1, perpetual system, where every transaction, be it the sale or purchase of goods, will be directly recorded in the stock card according to the date it occurred. Or in other words, all increase and decrease in goods are recorded in the same way as recording increase and decrease in cash. The merchandise inventory account at the beginning of the accounting period indicates the amount of stock on that date. And number 2, periodic system. Every time there is a sale or use or purchase of inventory, the inventory book is not recorded. In other words, the company does not have a stock card. Only revenue is recorded each time a sale is made. No entry is made at the time of sale to record the cost of goods sold. At the end of the accounting period, a physical count is performed to determine the cost or cost of inventory and cost of goods sold. Next is inventory valuation method. Inventory valuation method consists of 3 methods, namely first in, first out, or we namely FIFO. This method values inventories based on the assumption that cost of goods should be charged to income in the order in which they were purchased. So, this method develops with the assumption that the goods that are received first in the warehouse will be the first to be removed from the warehouse. This is especially true for non-durable goods and products whose model change quickly. For example, foodstuffs that have an expiration date and clothes that are in season. This method can be used in the perpetual system and in the periodic system. Number 2, last in, first out, or we namely LIFO. This is a method that is the opposite of the LIFO method. The goods issued first will be priced at the price of the goods received last. Number 3, the moving average method. This is a method between the two methods above. In this method, the calculation of the price of goods is not based on which goods enter first and which go out first, but on the basis of the average price. If the average cost method is used in a perpetual inventory system, the average unit cost for each item is calculated each item a purchase is made. The unit cost is then used to determine the cost of each sale until the next purchase is made and a new average is calculated. Next is inventory control. Understanding inventory control is an activity to determine the level and composition so that the company can protect the smooth production and sales as well as the company's spending needs effectively and efficiently. The supervisory function consists of monitoring and evaluating tasks. To evaluate tasks, managers should measure performance against standard and expectation they set. Control of inventory can be classified into 3. Namely, number 1, physical control. Because inventory is a tangible object, the inventory must be stored in a safe storage area from all kinds of disturbances such as the influence of temperature and others. Number 2, accounting supervision. Accounting supervision arises because of the centralization of duties and authority and responsibilities between officials in the field of recording, storage, and operation. Number 3, supervision of required quantity. This supervision is important so that the company avoids the risk of shortages and excess amount of inventory. And the last is budgeting control. By compiling a production budget and a sales budget, companies can quickly find out how much inventory there is in a current period. This is very beneficial for the company, that the company can act earlier on things that arise in inventory. Forecast about the amount of inventory can identify it from the actual reality. But with this forecast, at least the company can conduct an evaluation as well as a more focused supervision of inventory. Do you have question? If you have question, we can discuss together. The question is, what is a first in, a first out, or we namely people, method, and give an example. So that's all presentation from Farah and me. Thank you for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.